Good evening, Professor Shaw and classmates. Um, my presentation tonight will be on goals, goal setting to be exact, the way it's worded on the assignment. So I started off my presentation with the definition of goal according to the online dictionary, which is the object of a person's ambition or effort, an aim or desired result. And they give an example: going to law school has become the most important goal in my life. So I'll go through my presentation. I was trying to do a PowerPoint, but the computer we have here at work doesn't, we don't have that software. So I'm trying to make the best of it. So I found this acronym. It's an acronym we have here at work, and it's one I see at different agencies around that we tend to do work for. So that would be, they call these SMART goals, which are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. It's basically breaking down a goal, narrowing our focus, making it measurable, something that we can see progress, measure it, and help us continue to achieve small successes. Attainable is are we climbing a mountain? Is it too high? Is it too far reaching? Are we setting our goals too high, to setting ourselves up for failure, which is something we don't want to do. Relevant, what are we going after? Is it something that is it realistic? Does it matter in our life? Is it somewhere, or is it something that affects our life, basically? Is it something that we need? Is it worth our time? Time-based, so we're basically setting a goal. I want to lose 30 pounds in 6 months, or whatever the time is. That way there's an aim that we're after. Okay. My next slide, as far as how old is the concept, who named it, that I don't know. I couldn't find any specific answers to that, but I'm gonna assume, or I'm going to go on a limb and say that the goals have been around since day one, since mankind was around. They had different goals, maybe even instincts, but the goals were to get some food, to get a bigger meal, to make a more effective weapon. These are all goals. So, the spears came through, and the points got sharper, and different tools, different materials. We went from wood to rock to what we have now. Shelter, a bigger cave, or do I just have a tree, and when it rains I get wet? So I need better shelter. So these are all goals. Again, maybe started off as instinct, but goals were there from day one. Who named it? That specific information I could not find. But I would say it's a concept that's as old as a man is. Next slide. So what impact do goals have on kinesiology? Well, a lot of impact. I think kinesiology is goal-based. So you have, on one side, you have the clients. So the client is their goal is to lose weight, which I believe I spelled wrong. Their goal is to lose weight, or another goal is to run faster, jump higher, gain muscle, feel good about themselves. These are all goals. These are all attainable goals. And it's our job as kinesiologists to teach them how to do that. We have the knowledge, they have the motivation, we have the knowledge, and we work as a team to achieve those goals. We set short-term goals. We set bite-sized chunks. And the guy wants to lose 100 pounds. You're not going to have him lose 100 pounds in a week. So you're going to say, hey, in the next month, our goal is to lose 5. So we make it easy, we make it attainable, we make it reachable. Same thing with running faster. I mean, you're not going to be able to cut your time in half. You know, that's probably not realistic for most people, but you can shave off a few seconds here and there. Again, attainable goals. To jump higher, it's attainable. You got to make it in small chunks, and it's going to take quite a bit of time to reach that goal, to jump higher, gain muscle as well. It's a long process, so you have to set short goals, short term and long term when it comes to trying to reach certain goals. And also, you have the patience. We're also try to help the client, where a client is looking to reach certain goals. A patient actually is dealing with certain issues, so we have the knowledge as well as to help them, to treat them, to help them. Their goals could be to walk again, to move pain free. Their elbows, their knees, their joints, whatever the case may be. An accident, we're there to help them regain strength in their joints. Also rehab. I mean, it can go from trip and fall, and they tweak something to losing a limb. So once again, we have to set these goals. They set their own goals, and we help them reach those goals. And at the end of the day, the major goal is to help them feel good again, help them feel good about themselves, about what they're doing, about the work they're putting in, about letting them know that it's a long run. We're there for the long run, and we're not going to be able to make progress overnight, so we need to chip away at it. Again, make those goals, break them down into bite-sized chunks. So one of the questions here is, under what category is it found? So we place goal setting, can be found on psychological foundations, the subdiscipline. So to achieve our goals, we must have the right mindset. So that goes into the psychological aspect. That's why it's under psychological foundations. A great person once said, "Those who believe they can and those that believe they can't are both right." So basically, it goes back to the mindset. I believe I can do it, and you have the mind power, the mindset to achieve that goal. That's where we need to start with the correct mindset. Those that believe they can't, they've already thrown in the towel. You can't achieve something if you're not trying. So again, it all starts with mindset. In simple terms, goals are objectives that we're trying to meet, that we're trying to reach. So basically, our long and short-term desired results. What is it that we're after? We're after a new car. We're after a better job. We're after a bigger house. We're after bigger muscles, losing weight. I mean, it could be anything that we desire, a trophy. There's a lot of different ways to put it, but that's in simple terms. Just what is it that I want, and what do I have to do to go get it, or to go achieve it, or go bring it home, or to buy it, or whatever that goal is. So just it's something simple. I think it goes beyond a need, beyond a simple, well, we need food in our system, but it goes beyond that. It goes beyond, I could eat ramen noodles or work a little bit harder and maybe buy myself a nice lobster. So I think it goes from, it probably ties in with our natural instincts, or our needs to eat, but we set the goals and we raise the bar a little bit. I think that's where the difference is with the goal, as opposed to a natural instinct to eat or to have shelter. One of the examples I like to use is currently I have a job that demands a lot of my time, and that's time I have to spend away from my family. I'm fortunate to have the job. It takes care of myself. It takes care of my family. Fortunately, there's, if there's something I want, we work hard for it, and we have what we need. fortunately. But and again, I have a family, I have a young family, and so my current goal is I would like to spend more time with my family, see my son grow up a little bit more, be there for his games, help him with his homework. Those things that are in the long run. It's a short window, and I'd definitely like to be part of that as much as I can. So my current long-term goal is to earn a degree. That degree will qualify me for a higher position within the company. That position has more flexibility in schedule. It's a set schedule, which I do not have right now. We're on an emergency response crew, so I'd like to get that set schedule so I can know what time I will have with my family. And along with that comes higher earnings. So my goal right now is to take care of these classes, get this degree so I can be in a better position and to be, help me be a better father, a better earner, a better provider, things of that nature. And as of right now, my short-term goal is to ace this class. That's a short-term goal of mine, and it's a goal I hope to achieve, and it's a goal I'm putting in the work to hopefully convince my teacher of the same thing. Let's see, my next slide. Excuse me. Why is goal setting important to kinesiology? Well, in all the reading I've done and the studying I've done, kinesiology as a whole, as a subject, it is based upon goals. From the early civilizations, it was someone's goal to have a stronger army. So they exercised, they fought, they sparred, they did what they had to do to become stronger, quicker, faster. So along with that, then you come into your Olympics and competitive competition, and at some point it was someone's goal, a nation's goal, to have the fittest, fastest, strongest competitors out on that field. So they figured out ways to eat and ways to exercise and ways to become faster, and other nations saw it and, hey, let's figure out what they're doing over there to be faster, stronger than us, and there you go. You get the beginnings of kinesiology. Also, continuing on, moving on in time, those athletes got hurt, and they needed to be cared for. So at the same time, people were being cared for, they were being hurt more with the wrong techniques. So someone said, hey, there's a better way. There's a better way to treat our patients. There's a better way to treat our athletes, which comes into patience. Same thing. There's a better way to treat a patient without hurting them, without aggravating it, and without making it worse. So things of that nature. And then we continue into someone wanted to promote health into the masses. So you get all the guys pushing health and PE and things of that into the schools. We get to see the benefits of kinesiology, of those met goals. Sports are a daily showcase of that. We get to see people's achievements. We get to see the big home runs and the record-breaking races, the harder hits in football, and every other reason we watch sports. That is our personal experience with the goals that kinesiology provides on a daily basis. Thank you very much.